This tutorial will show you how you can create a group and also how you can join a group in Edmodo. The reason for using groups as a teacher is a way of organizing your students. And I will also show you a little bit about small groups as well. So you can have a big class like your first period math class as one group and have some small groups within it, just say the blue group, the red group, and the green group. It helps you manage. So on your home page, here's where the groups appear. If you were familiar with the old version of Edmodo, the names of the groups were over here, but they had group settings and things over here, but everything's over on the left column now. In order to join a group, if someone has sent you a group code, when you click on the plus sign, you simply click on join, type in the group set code that you were sent, and click on join again. Now if you want to create a group, you click on the plus sign and you click create. If you want to learn things about the management features, you can click on this link and it'll tell you some different things. First of all, the group name. Now, if you are going to make a lot of groups, you might want to think of a common naming convention. If you are a teacher who teaches multiple classes, keep a common naming convention. Is it first period math? Is it second period math? How do you want to do that? And you can use group names over and over again through the next years. So if you have a first period math class this year, you could use first period math class last year, but you'd have to delete the old group first. So you can add the year that this group is going to be created or the school year, so you can identify that it's the first period math class 2013-2014. So just say I'm going to make a blended learning group for 2013. And then you can select a grade. Now these things, these settings, you're the only one who really sees them. So it doesn't really matter what you put. But you can select an individual grade. Notice they even have higher education if you're a college teacher. Or you could select a range. And a range is maybe it's multiple grades. Maybe it's a big group. And all you have to do is drag it out, and you can see that this number is changing, 1st through 8th. If I drag it back, 1st through 6th. If I drag this down, kindergarten. Or pick, which means it would pick a grade for you. Subject area. What subject are you teaching? Is it all? Is it computer technology? Is it world language? Is it a professional development class? And like I told you, it really doesn't make a difference. These are your settings. Pick a subject. Is it all or is it Edmodo training? That's only for professional development. Now if you pick a different subject area like social studies, there'll be different subjects that relate to social studies. So I'm going back to professional development. I'm going to go to all. The thing our advanced is there's a couple. You can default on read only, which means if someone joins the group, they can only read what's going on in the group. They cannot post to the group. If you give them assignments, they can still turn in assignments, but they cannot post. So if you have a class of kids who think might particularly not use Edmodo appropriately right off the bat, you can check off this box and default all members to read only. Read only. You can always uncheck this box. Any setting you can always change. If you don't want to do that, you could do moderate all posts and replies, which means you will get a notification that there is something to moderate. So that means you'll get a notification that says someone posted to the group, and you can look at that post and accept it or deny it. So if you're a little concerned what students are posting, but you want to give them a chance to post, you can check off moderate all posts and reply. And then all you have to do is click create. Now, if you are the owner of a group, when you're in the group, and how you can tell you're in the group is right here, it says the name of the group you're in. When you're the owner of the group, you can see the group code. So this is the code that you need to email out to people that you want to join the group. So when they click on join, this is the code they put in. You can also reset the code, because if you think someone got a hold of the code and you don't want them to have it, you can reset it. You also can lock the code, and watch what locking does. This lock prevents additional members from joining the group, and it'll change the group code. So if you have everybody in the group that you want and you think you're worried that someone else is going to join the group, you can lock the code. Another way of getting people to join your group is this Join URL tab. The Join URL tab gives you a specific URL, which is the technical term for a web address. And if you don't want to give out group codes, you can email people this URL. And all you have to do is highlight it and copy it and paste it wherever you want for someone to have access to it. And what this will mean is you will get an email saying someone has requested to join your group. So if you want to have complete control over who goes in and out of your group and you don't want to send out a group code, you send this email, you email or post this group URL, and when someone wants to join the group, you'll get a request and you can say accept or decline. And once again, make sure in your notifications that you have the notification set up about group joining request, or you'll never know that anybody's requesting to join your group. So those are the two ways to have people join your group. Group code, join URL. Remember, group code, you can lock it once everybody's in your group, but remember, if you lock it, it will change the group code. A couple of things about groups. You have posts. When you click on posts, it'll show any posts that are in your group. I just switched to a group that has some activity in it that I'm a member of to show you the difference. I'm a member of this Colorado Edmodo Collective Collaborative. Notice I do not have the group code or the join URL because I am not the owner of the group. So that's how you can also tell I'm not the owner, so I don't have that option. So people will not see your group code or your join URL. Only you as the owner do. So if you click on posts, if you're familiar with the old version, it used to be up here in terms of posts, but no longer are posts up there. So you've got posts, and then there's folders. So when we get to the library part, you can see this is where you can, folders will appear that you share with a specific group. And then there's members. You can click on the members and see all the members who are in the group. Now Liz is the owner. And you can see the different peoples who are in this group. And are they teachers, teachers? This is primarily a teacher group. One other thing I want to show you before we go into a little bit more of the management of the group is you can also create small groups within the group. Now, small groups basically is people are a member of the larger group, and if you want to subdivide a group of people where you could post just directly to them, give assignments just directly to them. So it's a way of differentiation in a classroom. You have to be the owner of a group or possibly a co-teacher. And I can tell I'm the owner because it's showing me the group code. And underneath it says small groups. So you can do plus, new small group, or right here, create a small group. All you have to do is the name of the small group. So this was a 12th grade math, maybe it's the blue group. And click create. And so what it'll show you under the groups is the name of small groups. So I just have the blue group. Now one thing is people can't automatically join the small groups. You as the teacher have to put people in the groups. So if I want to put someone in my small group, all I have to do is click on the group and then go to members. And it'll show you any members that are already in the group. I am because I created it. Then I go to add members, and what it'll show you is it'll show you the members that are in the larger group, not all the members everywhere. The person has to be a member of the bigger group, the original group, to become part of the small group. All you have to do is check the box off and hit add. And now they're a member of the small group.